Pete Peeters, NAO Harcourts, Whangarei.
And I'm Paul Berg, NAO Harcourts, Whangarei. So recently I've been finding that lots of interested parties in commercial property don't have an accurate idea of how to calculate a cap rate. Now Pete, what would be the right way to calculate a cap rate and what is it?
Right, a cap rate. Well, a cap rate is just basically your rate of return that your investment is earning. So in the bank, it's an interest rate they quote. You can deposit money in the bank. A cap rate on a building is worked out simply by taking the net rental that the building's earning and dividing it into the asking price that the person's asking for it. In today's market, it's sitting around the 7%. So it's quite logical that if you start doing cap rates, you wouldn't be putting your money in the bank. You'd be looking for investment property to put your money into, giving you a better return.
And Pete, also cap rates move. So if a building is sound, brand new, would it be good to say that the cap rate could be lower, thus bringing the price higher?
Yes, that's a lot of people get confused on cap rates, and they think the higher the cap rate, so they look at a 5% return or a 7% return, and they think a 7% return will return more for the building. It actually goes back to front. The higher your cap rate, the lower your price. And yes, a new build should attract a lower cap rate or a higher sale price, but a lot of that will depend on your tenant and how stable your tenant is. You could have a brand new building and have a tenant in there and find the tenant cannot afford the rental, and you end up with a distressed tenant. That wipes the value of your investment out. So there's three factors really to look at when you're looking at the rate you'd want to pay on a building. First is the soundness and the strength of the tenant. The second thing is the quality of the building. And the third thing is what return do you need to get to pay the bank back for any money you've borrowed from them and leave some left over for you to invest in other things.
Great. If you want to know what your building would return in this market, give us a call. Paul Berg at NAO Harcourts, Whangarei.
Pete Peeters, NAO Harcourts, Whangarei.